Come. Now please come. Your name is Parsivel Jacob Henderson.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of Parsivel?
Sir, actually, the meaning of Parsivel is to. My mother kept my name thinking that I'm very perseverant when I was small. So, based on that, she kept this name.
Okay. So, it's otherwise, there's no other significance of this name?
There is, sir. It actually means to make place in someone's heart.
Alright. Okay. So, where do you come from?
Sir, I come from Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. So, your name looks more like, a Malayali name. So, do you have any roots in Kerala?
No, sir. I'm an Anglo-Indian.
Anglo-Indian. How come Anglo-Indian? Your father is?
My great-grandfather, sir, they were Anglo-Indians. My father is an Anglo-Indian, actually. And my mother, she comes from a Hindu background. But then, long back, her ancestors also accepted Christianity. So,
Your father is foreigner?
no, sir. He's also Jhansi kid. But his father's father, they were from Britain.
Okay. Now the entire family here.
Yes, sir. The whole family is based in Jhansi.
But how did they shift from that side to this side?
Sir, I'm not aware about that.
So you didn't ask anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. So you are all in all Jhansi person.
Yes.
How many years have you spent in Jhansi?
Sir, I spent most of my major years in Jhansi, around 7 to 8 years.
What type of place is Jhansi?
Sir, Jhansi, it's a hilly area, sir. Basically, a lot of stones. So, the climate, speaking about the climate over there, when it's cold, it's very cold. When it's hot, it's very hot because the stones absorb the heat and even the cold. Overall, sir, the people over there are good. They are divided in many aspects. I can categorize them down.
So is this the first time that you are coming to Dehradun?
Yeah, no, sir. I've been Dehradun twice before, but never roamed this place.
Okay.
I have been to Mussoorie twice.
Alright. So what differences do you find between Jhansi and Dehradun?
So I've not interacted with people much over here, but in the academy when I've met the local staff and the teachers, so the local staff basically they are little helpful and courteous in their way of talking. And the climate, sir, the climate is a very big difference. Over here it's unpredictable. It becomes cool, hot, but it's not that scorching hot. Yes.
So you've been watching rains also last 2 days?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So what do your parents call your room?
They call me Percy.
Percy.
Yes.
So your friends also call you Percy?
Yes.
It's easier to speak.
Yes, sir.
So Parsivel, what we'll do, during next few minutes, we'll talk more about you and discuss various areas of your life, like your education, your family, your interests, your hobbies, and sport and activities. I have some idea about you from the document that you submitted, but I would like to know more. And this more, I expect you to tell me.
Yes.
So feel free to talk about yourself. Since you are a graduate,
Yes.
and you finished your graduation this year,
Yes.
I would like to know what are you doing these days
Yes.
before we start our talk.
Okay, sir. So before coming over here, I had applied for various entries in the armed forces, but then I was waiting for them as well as my plan B was to look for a job. While I was in college, I got placed in a couple of companies. One was a pure software company, website development. But I did not opt for that, sir, because it was low pay. And the other one was a sales marketing role. Since that's not my field, so I did not opt for that either. So my area of interest lies in cybersecurity. So specifically networking. So I was currently at home, sir, looking for institutes where they'll be teaching me more about networking security. And even, sir, to get a job in cybersecurity, we need certifications apart from your graduation. So I was planning to appear for those online examinations.
Okay. Now suppose you tell me about your education starting from class 10 onwards. I would be interested to know your subjects that you like best, the ones you did not like,
Yes, sir.
your overall academic performance and percentages through the years, the co-curricular extracurricular activities that you have participated in school and college, plus achievements if you have in those. I would like to know about your friends as well as teachers, both your favorites and not so favorites, to the regions. And since you are already a graduate now, I would like to know towards your career, what all efforts have you put so far? What has been the result of those efforts? And what exactly is your ambition? And where do you will go from here onwards?
So starting from my 10th standard, I've done my 10th and 12th both in Jhansi in St. Mark's College. So my percentage in 10th was 75% and in my 12th it was 73. My favorite subjects, I just studied to mostly clear the papers, but my inclination was more towards English language because I'm comfortable in that, and even little bit of history while I was in 10th because that interested me a lot. The subjects that I did not like was Hindi because it was very difficult for me to write. I'm very weak in that. And then, sir, my teachers in the school were good, sir. I don't have any memories of. They were all fond memories with all the teachers. But one of the best teachers was the physical education teacher who taught me, introduced me to football and even sprinting. He was like a brother to me, an older brother. And some of my friends, I have a couple of good friends, best friends I can call them, in Jhansi only. One's name is Shashank, the other is Gopesh. They've been with me from my 11th standard. Up till that, I was just normal friends with everyone else. And yes, sir, I always try to avoid company that was nefarious type of boys who are having fights and all out of the school. So I try to avoid that. Since my house was just beside the school, so I never went out on the roads to take auto rickshaws and all. So that's how I was shielded from all those things. Then, sir, when I went on to my 12th standard, my graduation, I opted for computer science and I did it in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. There's a college called Karunya over there. So, over there, sir, my favorite subjects, as I mentioned, was cybersecurity. Specifically, the subject name was ethical hacking. So that interested me because my inclination lies towards it, and the subjects that I did not like, sir. One subject out of them was data structures and algorithms because that was a very tough subject. Too much of logical thinking in a sense to build code. So I don't find myself to stay in one place and think in such a way to build a code and put blocks together like that. Then, sir, furthermore, there were good teachers in college also. There were few teachers who I was not impressed by their teaching style because it was more theoretical, not a practical approach. So, yes, sir. And during my school days, I participated in many sports, sir, like football. I've played inter-district championship, Rishabh Sarauli, and even there's a convent school for boys over there, Christ the King. So we used to have Bishop Fenwick trophies over there. I've even been to Lucknow in Lamartine College along with my team. So over there we went up to the semi-finals, and one of my achievements over there was, sir, I won the Best Defender award. Furthermore, sir, I have participated in elocution competitions, in speech competitions, and debates in the school. Most of my exposure, sir, has been in the school in participating. Furthermore, sir, I have been elected as the college captain in the school. It's actually called St. Mark's College. So over there, maintaining discipline and working along with the teachers side by side was a great experience for me. In my college, sir, I was a sports head for an association called ATOM, Association for Technology Oriented Minds. It was student-run association. I was the sports head, so I had to few, like, not main ground sports, but then icebreaker sessions and all in the hall. We had to arrange for that. So I had planned all that along with a team of mine. Yes. Talking about what I've done working towards a career, sir, I always wanted to join the armed forces, and but because of my, I didn't wholeheartedly prepare for the NDA. I had to join for graduation. Since my interest was in computers, so I got admitted into that. And then, sir, I worked over there, and it's found my area of interest in cybersecurity. I've completed various certifications from Coursera, Udemy, and participated in hackathons. Hackathons are, sir, when we get some situation of capturing the flags or hacking and basically finding a loophole So these are some experiences that I have that help me to build relationships with a lot of learned people. And I want to sort of work for the country. And since I mentioned I always wanted to join the armed forces. So because I was brought up in such an environment, I was born in Nasik, Dehradun. My parents were over there, they're teachers. Then we shifted to various other places and then came finally to Jhansi. Over here also, sir, we stay in the army cantonment. So that is one way which my interest grew. And the other purpose is, sir, the other interest where I got is from my grandfather, my maternal grandfather. He was in the intelligence bureau. So listening to his stories and his encouragement, I always wanted to join the force.
You have been out and out a computer person.
Sir.
And you like that field particularly. So what all, since you said military is one of your primary options, what all attempts have you given for NDA and CDS? How many attempts and what happened to the results?
Sir. I've given a couple of attempts for NDA and one attempt for CDS. So the first attempt for my NDA was just, I just wanted to see how the paper pattern and all is. The second attempt I had prepared actually at home, but my efforts were not that good. That's why I could not clear it. For CDS, recently CDS 1 2024, I appeared for it. But the place where I feel I lacked was mathematics. Because I didn't take any coaching, I was preparing my final year project and even preparing for the exam. So, yes.
So presently you are for CDS?
Sir, no, I'm from SSC Navy Executive.
Okay. CDS also you do not clear?
No, sir.
Now you are for what entrance exam you are giving for this?
Sir, I applied for SSC Executive. Through my graduation marks, I have been shortlisted. So there's no examination, they shortlisted me based on the merit list.
What do you understand the executive branch of the Navy?
So the executive branch of the Navy, as of what knowledge I have, is the main working force, which is on the front. So like the commanders, the people who are doing the main, I won't say the main work, but the work which is seen by all others. I've been shortlisted for ATC, air traffic control. So, and there are pilots under this, and there are people who sail the ships, who carry logistics, who are doing all the administration work. So that's my understanding about this.
Alright. And this Navy executive and civilian executive in corporate, is it same or is it different?
Sir, I don't have idea about that.
Fine. See, if military is your one of the primary options, how do you say that you put half-hearted efforts towards preparation?
So during my NDA, sir, it was half-hearted because that time I was living life very casually, sir. Because everything was provided to me at my disposal and everything was very easy for me. So I was not that serious. But then gradually, as I started to mature and get into college, my priorities started to get clear and I started sorting out things.
If not military, then what else you would like to do?
Sir, if not military, then I will certainly go ahead in the field of computer science related to cybersecurity. I'll try to work over there. And
Any plans of joining PG?
No, not as of now, sir. After a couple of years of experience in the industry.
Why do you feel you are a suitable person for military? And what qualities you have? And where have you shown those qualities?
Sir, I think I'm suitable for the military because I've been brought up in that way to stay in discipline and organize my things properly, even motivate others. And sir, one thing what I find over the years that I've developed is understanding people well. So whether it be a friend of mine or a senior or even a junior or a teacher, if they are going through anything or they explain anything to me, to take that in a positive way. Yes, sir. And even I think, sir, the way I've started to do things from my college life, getting up in time, following a routine, completing tasks in time, organizing things, and if a teacher has given me some particular work, to stand out and do it in a very commendable way. So I think, sir, these are some qualities that should be suitable.
All right. You have written, movie, shoes, books and all. What is this shoes and books?
Sir, I was not getting the proper word, but it is. I like to collect and wear shoes and boots. Over there, as I specifically boots, different type of boots.
Okay, fine. So that gives me some idea about your education background. Now I would like to shift focus towards your family. So please tell me about your father, your mother, their education, their occupation. How do you all spend time together, and what are your various activities at home? Whenever you have a problem, or when you have to share something which is, slightly difficult or uncomfortable information, whom do you approach? What are the activities in which you directly involve with the family members at home? How much money you spend every month? Who gives you that money? And tell me about your neighbors. What kind of neighbors you have? What kind of interaction, social, cultural, or otherwise you have?
So starting with my father. My father is a principal in the school, and my mother also, she works in the same school, another branch. She's a headmistress over there. They both started as teachers. My parents have done their LT, their B.Ed, and my mother has done her MA, and my father has done his PhD in child psychology. I have a brother, sir, an older brother. He's 4 years elder to me. He's currently pursuing his PhD in life sciences in Hyderabad, and there are various ways that we spend time at home. We watch sometimes some movies together. These days, television, no one watches, they watch movies. And then we even sit out in the garden, spend time together, go out on drives, and we have all 3 meals together whenever we are at home. So these are few ways we spend time with each other, sir. And when, sir, there are many things that I'm uncomfortable to share with my parents, I'll certainly take them first to my brother, because he's very understanding. And if there are low level things, I'll take it first to my mother or father. It depends, sir. I'm comfortable with both of them. So yes, sir, that's the way I go about things. Furthermore, sir, in the house, when I was in my college, my parents, any one of them used to give me 3,000 rupees per month, which I did not spend the whole thing, because there were no such requirements, just few things to eat or toiletries. So that's the way I got my pocket money, sir. Furthermore, sir, the neighbors around my house, sir, actually we stay on campus of the school. So behind there are few people who stay. I don't mingle much with them, because they are all there are no small children of my age over there. All working people are there, and there is a school just behind me. It's a creche. They are Jacobs. So we have good relations with them, because we used to sometimes go out together, take our dogs together outside. And on the right side of our house, sir, is the whole army area, so we don't much go inside over there. Yes.
So you are in Jhansi military camp area.
Yes.
And in Devlali?
In Devlali, we were also in the camp area, sir. I stayed there just for 2 years when I was born.
Which school is your father principal?
In St. Mark's, sir.
It's a CBSE?
No, sir. It's a ICSE board affiliated school.
You studied in the same school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the age of your parents?
So my father is 59 to 60 years old, and my mother is 53 right now.
Okay. So what advice you get from your parents? Whatever you do, parents can't keep quiet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my parents, they are pleased with me, but then there are few things that they like me to improve. First thing is, sir, that when recently this happened, when a lot of people come and give me advice that you do this, because after graduation, when you're not working, people think that kya karega hai aage. So when there is too much of I'm bombarded with too much of advice, I start to get irritable sometimes. So that's something they say I should control and take things in a positive way. And sir, they've always encouraged me to be more laborious towards my studies. They find more potential in me.
Probably they feel that you have not done what you can do.
Yes, sir.
So you both are brothers. Among the two brothers, who is a better person?
Sir, I would say my brother is only better, because he's like a role model for me after my parents. because he's very calm. He's a brilliant, excellent academic person, and even in sports and ground duties, decision making, he's very good, sir.
He's how many years?
4 years, sir. He's
already done PhD or he's doing PhD?
He's doing PhD, sir.
Fine. So, what responsibilities have you taken over in the house since your brother is in Hyderabad? You are with parents.
Sir, responsibility as such, sir, taking care of the household things. We have a couple of pets, so taking care of them and giving them a bath. Even if there's some shopping to be done, so my mother and I, we go out. So my parents have taught me most of the work, sir. And even, sir, money handling situations, my father gives me the responsibility sometimes to go out in the bank and do all the work. And shopping around with my mother. So that has that's something I help do, sir.
Okay. So, what are your spare time activities, spare time interests? How do you spend your spare time? The hobbies, interests, games and sports that you play outside your academic schedule? What kind of reading you do? Books, magazines, newspapers? What kind of TV programs do you watch? What kind of net surfing do you do? And how do you utilize that net surfing for your growth and development? Plus, you can tell me your routine. Nowadays, you are not in college, you are not in school. How do you spend your day, entire day from time you get activities?
Yes, sir. So I'll start with my how I spend time in leisure. While I'm at home, sir, I'm very interested in music. So I have a guitar, a keyboard. I play most of the instruments, sir. So I try to spend time in music, making music. I've tried to make few songs, but they're not that. They're raw. They're quite raw. So that's one place I try to spend time. Even, sir, I like to drink a lot of milkshakes or juices. So that is one place where I spend time on the internet also, and even try to figure out how to make things along with my mother, my father too. For sports, sir, when I am able to contact my friends, and when we all come, we play badminton, or else, sir, I have volleyball at home, so I practice that myself. And at home, my routine, sir, basically in the evening I go for games or running exercises. And coming to reading, sir, I'm not a book reader, sir. That is somewhere I want to improve myself in. Last year, this time I started reading a book, but then after that I have not touched any other book. So, and newspapers are on and off, it happens. That's a habit I do have to inculcate. Apart from that, sir, my routine over here has been I get up early in the morning by 5:30 and get ready, do my daily devotion, my prayer and reading. After that, once we get our mobile phones, I speak to my parents. And
tell me your routine at home when you are at home.
Sir, when I'm at home, sir, I get up these days. When I was at home, I used to get up at 7 o'clock. After that, sir, getting up, get fresh and ready, have breakfast with my mother. My father mostly leaves for office early. Have breakfast with her, spend a little time, do my daily devotion, the same thing. And then, sir, since I was at home just now, so surf over the internet for about various courses related to cyber security, and call up people and talk to people about what I can do in my career further. Short these things down. Sometimes, sir, if I'm interested, few articles I read related to technology or even to the forces that pop up on the mobile. After that, sir, if there's some work, I go out and complete that work. Coming back, sir, I have lunch. And in the afternoon, sometimes I watch some web series or a movie, or just some make music again, play something. Then by evening, sir, 5:30, give food to the pets, and by 6 o'clock, go out for my exercise routine, jogging. Come back, have some snacks, and then spend time with the family, sir. And after that, have dinner and then go to bed.
And now, newspaper is on and off.
Yes, sir.
So you want to join the Navy, and India is surrounded by sea from three sides. Which are the three seas which surround your coast? And why do you feel one of the seas, which is named after a country, is very important to us?
Sir, if I'm not wrong, we are surrounded by the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea and even the Indian Ocean.
Okay.
Indian Ocean, sir, is important to us because while I was preparing for CDS, I studied about the escalations, de-escalations near Maldives and Andaman Nicobar over there. So that's important, sir, because till far there are no other people or nations over there, and that can be a loophole or a open space for others to attack, especially in these isolated coastlines like Andaman and all. We need protection over there because that can be an entry from the southern part of India.
Alright. See, we have two neighbors, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Bangladesh is almost 25 years younger to Pakistan,
Yes, sir.
age-wise. The development in Bangladesh is more than Pakistan. How do you justify this?
Yes, sir. I'll answer that. Sir, I think the people in Pakistan, sir, they are. I'm not that sure because I don't have so much knowledge, but they are a little negligent towards etiquettes and cultures. Mostly what's portrayed on television and news shows, what I've seen on YouTube, they're very reluctant in their behavior, very offhandedly they speak. There is no proper culture over there, because of which the youth, which is very important for any nation, is not getting built in a proper mindset.
Okay.
So that's one
In Pakistan?
Yes.
Or in Bangladesh?
In Pakistan, sir.
America used to be a very good friend of Pakistan
Sir.
some time back. But now America is leaning more towards India, right?
Don't have knowledge about that, sir.
Have you heard about that America wants a good relation with India, Indian-American interaction, leaders visiting this side, that side, delegations coming?
Yes, sir.
It comes in paper almost every time. But no such thing happens in Pakistan. They don't go there now.
Yes, sir.
Earlier they used to give their warships, they used to give their aircraft and all to Pakistan. Now they don't give that much. Why so?
Sir, I'm not sure about that. I'll study about it and get back for sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And how do you analyze the elections result this time in India?
Sir, this time, sir, as the elders, most of them were speaking, and what the people have heard from the people is that slowly the government, which is already there, is getting pulled down because people have started to understand. There are many people who are blinded by many schemes and many ideologies, but people are understanding the importance of a better government, of a better future for India. So this time's results were not as good as before for the current government. Specifically, sir, there was a lot of development in Ayodhya, the temple, but over there only the government lost. So that shows that the people's minds are being opened. They want someone else who will work more for the country and develop it more.
So do you believe in this temple and masjid politics?
No, sir. I think, sir, if you're working for the nation, try to be. One should not be biased. One should keep everyone together. And if it means to develop a temple or a masjid or even a church or sikh, do that. But don't use that as a propaganda for your personal growth.
I would like you to analyze, the time Modi is becoming old, he may not contest next time. Who are the people who can be the Prime Minister of the country?
Sir,
From the current crop of leaders, you can take any party anyway.
Sir, over the YouTube when I surf, sometimes I see various issues being justified and being taken up by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. So I think he can be a potential candidate because he's very practical, sir. He speaks for the right thing, and even he is someone I believe who is physically fit. And if someone's physically fit, then mental stability would be for sure very pakka and sure. So I think that.
Only one?
The rest, sir,
Secretary.
yes, sir.
Okay, now see, you appeared in so many exams. Many exams you were not able to make it. If I send you back to class 10, how will you plan your studies now?
Now, sir, I would, since if you send me back now, I would, sir, make a proper routine of sit and spare time and make a proper routine for the essential subjects. now that I've come this far, I've understood that everything has not to be studied. There are few topics that can be left. So I try to make things easy for me, sort them out, and then work in the areas first that I'm very weak at, specifically maths. Because yes,
See, you told me a lot of good about you
sir.
during our course of talk. I would like to know 2-3 areas where you feel you need to improve.
Yes, sir. Okay, so first thing what I think is that I lack a lot in general awareness in my current affairs. So that's something I'd like to start and grow. The second thing, sir, I'd like to start developing this habit of reading books because that will be very good for my vocabulary and even in social interaction. Third thing, sir, is sometimes I really get irritated by when people are trying to bombard me with a lot of situations, a lot of advice. So I'd want to take that in a positive way, not take it to my heart, but take it to my mind and process things slowly. And I'd sir want to be more hardworking, sir, more determined towards other things.
We have discussed a lot of areas of your life, education, family, interest, hobbies, games, sports. Is there something left that we have not discussed and you feel I should know? Any major achievements, major lessons that you learned to any stage in life?
I think so, sir. I already mentioned while I was in college, I since from Jhansi to Tamil Nadu, going over there and meeting different type of people with different culture. That is something, sir. What I think I learned how to handle people well because everyone has a different level of understanding. So yes.
So wonderful interaction I had with you,
Thank you, sir.
Parsivel, and came to know so much about you. I thank you for the information that you gave about yourself. I have been asking a lot of questions
Yes, sir.
from this side. I feel unfair. So I would like to give you a chance.
Yes, sir.
If you have any question, you can ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, we've been seeing you from so many days, taking classes for us and all. So I would want to ask you, sir, I was impressed by your fitness at even this age. You're that fit. So what is your routine and mindset, sir?
Nothing, you just have to be mentally tough and maintain a schedule.
Yes, sir.
You need to maintain a schedule and should be in a regular routine every day.
Yes, sir.
Fitness should be part of your daily life.
Yes, sir.
Regularity, there is nothing else.
Yes, sir. And one more question, sir. After retiring from the forces, what was your how did you think what should be your further approach or call after you get retired? Should you stay back at home, rest, or work? And why working, sir? Why did you?
Frankly speaking, I did not plan anything. My idea was to stay at home and relax. We had worked enough. But then something happened, someone approached me.
Yes.
That, why don't you help our people, our students who want to go into the armed forces?
Yes,
I said there is a good way to giving back to society.
yes, sir.
What we have taken from them and what we have learned.
Yes.
And with my experience of SSB for about 10 years, I think this is a very good evidence that I am trying to pass on to the candidates. And even if a few of them get recommended, get selected, it's a big achievement for us. Because everyone has got ambitions. Somebody who works will definitely.
Sir, if you will permit one last question.
Yes, please.
While you were serving the country in the Navy, how did you manage your family life? And how was it?
We don't manage the family, family manages us.
Yes, sir.
They are the strength behind us. And we have no control over what we have to do in service.
Sir.
It is an order, we have to do it come what may. And our families are force multipliers. They are the strength behind our, like wind beneath our wings. They are like that. Because if families are not strong, we would not be able to do our job.
Yes, sir.
So it somehow happens that our military ladies, they become very tough.
Sir.
And they are able to handle everything when we are not there.
Yes, sir.
And they have done it marvelously well. Very well they have done. Because, thanks to them, kudos to them.
Yes, sir.
And now we realize how much they do. They sacrifice their time, they spend time with children, they do household jobs, everything they do. So family, like you get family time, not family time you get, but there are times when separation is there. So ladies, they become strong and they are able to.
That's all, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. At this moment, I can only say good luck. Having a nice interaction with you. And continue your hard work. Wish you good luck. All the best.
Thank you.